So Paul, this is the slicing fix. I'm stood in between these big line of cones here, which is obviously very important for what you're going to show us now.
Well, yeah, what I'm going to try and do is show you two drills. You've bought the core, you're wanting it to help. You've got a huge habit when you slice the golf ball, Rob, and that's what we're going to try and break, the habit of the feel that you have of how you use the golf club. And these two drills, they're going to help you. So initially, all I'd do is put a golf club down on the floor here. Now, probably aim it a little bit away from you, maybe a little bit to the right, because we know that most people who slice a golf ball are swinging it to the left. So what we're looking for people to do is set up in a way that if they were looking at that job, they've got a flat face, swing the club over the top of that shaft and really try and get a sense of how different that might feel to how they would normally deliver the club, and really looking at that, getting some feedback from that club lying on the floor. What they're trying to do is see if the face is then square as they sort of swing past the end of that grip.
Yeah.
Now, once they've got a sense of that, they might have to start slowly, swinging the club slowly. They might even have to have a little look at the left-hand grip, because what I've noticed is, for me, when I've used the core, I've actually strengthened up my left-hand grip because that just helps me keep the face nice and square as I deliver the club. So, once they've looked at those things, they're going to move on to hitting some golf balls. Now, I'd advise really tee the golf ball up to start off with, because we can see that the core and the face of it, probably the centre of it, gives them a bit more margin for error if the golf ball's teed up. What I'd also probably say is put maybe a little couple of cones down, a couple of head covers, a couple of tee pegs in front of them to give them an idea of where they're going to hit the ball, because this club is going to drive the ball along the floor. What we're looking for it to do is have the same feel as when they were swinging it over the top of that shaft.
So if you deliver the club head onto the ball squarely, it'll run straight, and if you don't, it'll go sideways.
Absolutely. And we know that what we're trying to teach people is that if they can deliver a lofted club in the same way that they deliver this, then the lofted club knocks the ball up in the air and stops all this messing about with the ball slicing to the right and what have you.
Go on then, show us.
Okay, so you've moved from the club on the floor, and now you're going to set up in exactly the same way. It might feel different, and you might have maybe a couple of little rehearsal practice swings, because it's going to feel pretty different. You're going to really try and change a habit that you might have had for many years, and then you're going to deliver the club.
How far are you trying to hit this?
Well, I'm just going to hit it 30, 40 yards to start off with. And then move on to the next one. And then the next one. And then the next one.
So you can actually hit it quite hard, can't you?
You can hit it very hard.
Yeah.
And if you look at what's happening, is the motion is a motion that's very appropriate to hitting a golf ball straight and pretty powerfully. Now, this tool does its job, which is it just drives the ball forward and along the floor. Now, if you can have the same motion and then get a 7-iron out and let the club do its job, all of a sudden, without interfering with the club in any way.
Exactly the same motion and swing.
Exactly the same motion, the same sort of feel and impact. The ball goes up in the air, exactly how the club's designed to knock the ball up in the air.
Sounds easy.
It does sound easy, and in lots of ways it is easy. It's just that for the majority of people, they've got a habit that they're trying to break.
Well, we can do that.
We can do. Just get the core.